Hi everyone, my name is Jake, and I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for you today. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you tune into it is perfectly fine. I'm going to start by shuffling your deck. The first deck I'm using is the Psychic Tarot. There will be 3 decks to choose from for today. This next deck that I'm using is called the Butterfly Oracle Cards for Life Changes. Here's the box cover art and the cards. Spirit, please send me the most important messages for each of these respectful piles. Okay, and now I'm going to be drawing some Reiki cards for you to be able to choose which pile you want. The world needs more people like you is the first pile. The second pile is you are an inspiration. And the third pile is I appreciate you. So whichever of these piles you feel most drawn to, I highly recommend that's the one you choose. All right, pile number 1, if you chose the Reiki card, the world needs more people like you, or you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading for today. So throughout this reading, just know that this energy is being given to you. I'm going to place this Reiki card in the upper right corner. And your first card, the butterfly card, indicating your current life changes, you have windfall. Now, with windfall, a positive change in your finances is indicated by this card. Although the newfound abundance may be unexpected, it definitely serves a purpose in your life. Your prayers for support have been heard and answered, and now it is your role to utilize the windfall in the most beneficial way. So pray and meditate however you do. I know some people might be more secular tuning into this rather than say any particular religion, but it does say pray in your own way and meditate to have the strength to say no to distracting influences that could squander your resources. You have access to divine wisdom to guide your investments so that they continue to support your health, happiness, and mission. Most of all, do not allow any fluctuations in your finances to stress you, as you have the power to be at peace no matter what's going on around you. And as you emanate peace, so too do you attract all that you need. And any additional meanings to this card would include paying off debts, a healthy and positive change in spending habits, and learning how to receive. Now moving on to the rest of these cards, we have the throat chakra. I'm getting that it is very important for you to be expressing your authentic truth. You may be artistic. You may feel different than other people. And know that your uniqueness is meant to be there for you to bring into the world. It's incredibly important for you to understand that we're all different on this plane, but we're also all the same. And we're all the same in that we are different aspects of each other, looking to bring those unique aspects into reality in order to benefit each other. And what I mean by we're different aspects of ourselves or each other is that you are uniquely you. Everyone is uniquely them. However, we are all connected. And when we share reality with others, there is a reason for it. And if you hear any noise in the background right now, that's my cat. He's trying to make a great escape, but he's also sitting on my package. Wesley, how about you leave that package alone over there? Oh, Wesley, can you relax? All right, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna let out. Now, looking at your next card, we have spiritual strength. At this time, you are receiving great levels of information from your higher self, and it is important for you to listen to it and to respect that you are receiving all of this energy right now. And it is important and imperative for you to channel this energy, and it seems that you are being called to channel this energy through acting in your truth. We also have mental conflict. It's possible that in the past you had some mental conflict, or you have mental conflict now, where maybe the old version of you is not used to having so many things go your way, but things are changing or have the potential to change. Through this card Windfall, we can see that this is an incredible positive change heading your way. You might not be used to it, and that's perfectly normal. So I was listening to Bashar last night, and he mentioned that if you are moving through realities, as you always are, as you shift through realities, it's important for you to recognize that when you have these negative feelings come up or these negative thought patterns come up, that you recognize them for what they are. And they are, if they feel bad, then they aren't yours. If they're heavy, then they don't belong to you. They belong probably to your parents, society, others who have affected your life, who you've internalized those beliefs and feelings from. Because anything heavy does not belong to you. If you were only carrying your stuff, it wouldn't be so heavy. Because you have that spiritual strength, you're at a point now where you can examine those thoughts, reflect on if they serve you now, and decide to release them. You should know through your intuition which thoughts are truly yours. And if you're not 100% sure, that's okay too. But you want to get into a state of meditation or prayer, whichever you align with more, and you want to be able to reflect on what doesn't serve you. It does seem that in the past you had some temptations. Now, this word temptation here, this is the deck's version of the devil, so it doesn't mean just temptations. It could mean any thought patterns that really do not serve you, any patterns that were not looking out for your highest good. And I'm really being called to say if there are thoughts against you about how you can succeed or how you can't get what you want, those are the kinds of thoughts that you need to examine, because they're not based on fact. They're based on previous experience and previous belief systems that you picked up. And those belief systems will not serve you if you're trying to move into this higher state of reality. And it does seem you're being called to do that now. So your course of action moving forward should be to align with your higher self through meditation or prayer. Find that spiritual strength. Express yourself through writing, through music, through arts. Hi, Chester. Chester says hi. Hi, Chester. And when you align with your higher self, you will find that it is much, much easier for you to examine these conflicting beliefs that keep you from continuously manifesting the reality that you want. And once you examine these beliefs and cut them out, these will help you manifest them continuously. That's right, Chester. Chester agrees. So clearly this is a very supported reading, since Chester is chiming in. Okay, guys, this was your reading, pile 1. Thank you for tuning in, and take this message with you. The world really needs more people like you, so it's very important that you act as your authentic self, tune into your higher frequency, and manifest the reality that you're meant to. All right, bye everyone. Hey there, pile 2. If you chose the Reiki card, you are an inspiration, then this is your reading. During the course of this reading, I'm going to place this card in the upper right corner so that you can receive Reiki. And your card, your butterfly oracle card for life changes, is sobriety. You're becoming more aware and sensitive according to this card. By detoxing and abstaining from chemicals, you're more in touch with your inner guidance and true feelings. Sobriety allows you to focus so that your healing and manifestation work head in the best direction. Getting and staying sober usually requires some support, which is normal and nothing to be ashamed about. There are free 12-step meetings in every city and even online under addiction names such as Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. These messages will set you up with a sponsor, which is a layperson counselor to help you remain sober. Additional meanings: a loved one's addictions or sobriety, codependency issues, detoxing, recovering from a relapse, or helping others gain sobriety. So, some of you tuning into this may need to work on your sobriety, or you have been working on that for a while. And then others of you, I'm getting, will need to examine in general what you're putting into your body. Maybe you're not at a point where you need to go to a meeting, but maybe you are. That would be up to you if that resonates with you. If that doesn't resonate with you, I would say that you are being called to really focus on what you're putting into your body, because when you take in certain chemicals, whether it's anything from drinking or it's even just the chemicals that we have in our foods. Maybe you're consuming too much sugar. I know for me, I have more of a history of wanting to consume a lot of sweets, and that would really decrease my energy and make it very hard for me to focus. some people have issues with the medications that they're taking, and they might need to examine if there are alternative ways in order for them to gain that energy and clarity otherwise. Now, I'm not saying change any of your medications without seeing a doctor, far from that, but for example, my partner, he needed to examine if his ADHD medication was good for him long term because he was having heart issues, and that's a very common side effect that people can have from that particular type of medication. So really just feel whatever resonates with you. I think you'll know what the card is trying to say. If you do need to focus on literal sobriety, that's completely fine, and that's noble of you. And I do encourage you to do so if that resonates with you. As you focus on this, you will find you have immediate manifestations showing positive movement forward. You'll have so much more energy once you decalcify yourself. I'm feeling called to say decalcify your pineal gland, which is your third eye. And then the rest of your body will follow suit. Previously, you may have run into a lot of conflict and defeat through changes. You might be used to changes being more negative, but this particular change is just going to stir up some previous mental feelings where you feel like something negative might happen. However, you're actually moving quite steadily towards the positives manifesting in your life. And this is the beginning of a new prosperity in your life. So again, you might be used to things going bad for you, and you might feel that nagging feeling. Don't worry, that's just a mental pattern. You can continue to move forward knowing that this is a new chapter, and you will reap tremendous rewards. It's very important that you stay in balance at this time, and you will find it easy to stay in balance so long as you focus on this sobriety and you continue to physically move forward. Now, Spirit, what other message do you have about moving forward? So, throughout this reading, I was getting a lot of energy connecting to the sacral chakra. Now I know why. So the sacral chakra is very important for grounding us into this reality. In order to consistently move forward in our current reality, we need to energize our lower chakras, including our root chakra and our solar plexus chakra. But the sacral chakra is a strong emotional chakra, and it is it's like the powerhouse chakra. So your intestines are connected there, your reproductive organs are connected there, and I'm really seeing that you want to meditate and focus on the health of your gut. It's very important that you focus on that. As you do so, it will make manifesting everything else easier. You'll find it much easier to balance. You will see how things begin to grow and grow. And the positive movement forward will be so much easier. It'll be night and day compared to how you used to live. And also, so long as you understand that the conflicts entering your reality are not a reflection of your current state, but how you previously were, you will see those resolve much smoother and easier than they had in the past. And I'm also getting that it's mostly thoughts. You'll have more negative thoughts than anything else, and nothing majorly negative is going to come your way. And you'll find that others see you as an inspiration. And maybe you've already moved on from a part of your life where you needed to make these changes, and that's why you find so much balance now. Because some of you tuning in will be further along this path as laid out by this reading than others. But just know that you doing this are an inspiration. and others will appreciate that from you. All right, pile 2, this was your reading. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Reiki card, I appreciate you, then this is your reading. Throughout this reading, you will be receiving Reiki. I'm just going to stick that card in the upper right corner for you to receive the stream of Reiki throughout the reading. And your butterfly oracle card for life changes is be true to you. You drew this card because an inner conflict. You're struggling to make a decision about your next actions. You worry whether following your desired path is the right choice and how doing so will impact others. The answer is that you must be true to yourself. Any path where you compromise your vision will put you out of sync with the rhythms of success, health, and happiness. Of course, you'd never do anything to harm another person or ignore his, her, or their needs. However, you can't harm or ignore yourself either. As you are truly happy, you automatically lift up those around you. You also become a role model for those following your inner truth. And additional meanings include be assertive, speak your truth, and stand up for your beliefs. Accept and enjoy your unique qualities. Be creative and free-spirited. Don't be swayed by outside pressure. So yes, as the card says, tuning into your true self and acting as your true self is imperative at this time. Your next card, stand your ground. So this reflects that it's very important for you to be assertive at this time. Spirit is trying to tell you to stand your ground, trying to send you very strong spiritual signals. And it is important for you to acknowledge this. If you don't, you might miss an opportunity. And there will always be more opportunities, but you're living now. Why wait? Here's another card indicating that you are receiving very strong spiritual messages through your crown chakra. And I find it interesting, each of these piles has a different chakra card. And that was not intentional. So your crown chakra, it is very important that you clear your crown chakra. Doing this includes meditating. I would even say for you, going out in nature would help, because you want to clear the entirety of your chakra system in order for your crown chakra to truly work. Because if you are in a state where you're receiving messages, but you are in a negative state because you're not balanced, then you won't be able to truly perceive all of the messages because you're in a limited state of mind due to being in a negative state potentially, or by being influenced by the outside opinions and energies of others. And so by tuning into nature or your higher frequency, by actually meditating, then this will clear you and you'll be able to directly receive the guidance that your guides and spirit have been trying to send you. We also have moving on. So you're at a point in your life where mentally you're moving on from one state to another. And I do find that this might be challenging for you only because it's different, but it's good for you. I'm seeing this person in the card is turning away from the darkness and into the light. And there are leaves there, and there's just so much growth that I can see happening in this card. And so much wisdom. You're being called to choose wisely. You might have a lot of options, and I see that you have 3 sevens. So this is a very highly spiritual time for you. I'm also getting that you either need to recognize how far you've come, and I do think you should do that regardless, because I am getting that you are further on your path than maybe many others. For this particular deck, for this particular pile, I'm getting that you, more than the other readings, are actually further along whatever spiritual path, because you have so many spiritual cards and you've already made some moves forward. Now, in order for you to choose wisely, you have to choose with your heart and recognize how far you've come. You've built a foundation. You're probably better off than you realize. You should really take time to assess how far you've come logically, and then reward yourself by feeling just how far you've come. And this is actually the most balanced pile out of all of them, because we have the spiritual card here, we have a mental card here, we have an emotional card here, and we have a physical card here. So this is Pentacles, this is Wands, Swords, Cups. And then we have a Chakra card, and we don't have a Major Arcana card, but we do have this in lieu of that. So this is the most balanced pile out of all of them. And I really think that you are about to manifest something truly powerful. You just need to receive those messages from Spirit or whatever higher power you believe in. And so going back to your Reiki card, I appreciate you. I think it's very important for you to appreciate yourself. And at the time of this reading, it is summer in the Northern Hemisphere, so maybe go to the beach, get out of nature. All right, pile 3, this was your reading. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye.